Hello, Chalk and friends. Happy Friday. It's Mickey Maria, your independent Chalk Couture designer. Hello. Happy Friday. I almost didn't take my bathrobe off. I decided it's Friday night. One night we should just chalk in our jammies, right? Why do I have to take my bathrobe off? I have clothes on. You all know I have clothes on, but I take my bathrobe off when I hit the live button. Who knew? Welcome everybody. It's Friday night chalking time. I'm finding you while we are getting people on and everybody's getting notified that woo woo, it's time to chalk. We have a super fun transfer tonight and I'm doing a deal. You ready for the deal? You have a choice in services if you purchase this transfer for free. Don't tell. I'm not supposed to say this stuff out here. But you get a choice. Look at how cute this is. Seriously. Come on. This is like this big, huge coffee mug. Isn't it awesome? It's a chalkboard. Super cute. Can you guess what transfer we're going to put on this? Anybody? Can you guess what transfer is going on this very cute and adorable little coffee mug chalkboard? This is, well, it's not little. This is a big coffee mug chalkboard. It goes with those little chalkboard ones that some of you got in one of the last bundles that we did. Super big, super cute. So I'm going to wait. Can anybody guess what transfer we're putting on this adorable coffee? Okay, you can tell I've been in my house too long when I start looking through the peephole of the coffee mug. It's Friday. I need to get out of the house. So hello, everybody. I'm sorry. I know I'm crazy today. Hello, Miss Terry from Texas. Welcome. Oh, Nevada Nicole. Linda is here. Oh, Linda, that's a really good choice. I do own that transfer, but that's not the one I was thinking of. Rise and Grind is super cute, but it doesn't, it's an A size, well, I guess it would work on here. It's very similar to the transfer that we are going to use on here. The Coffee O'Clock. Nicole, that's an oldie, but a goodie. Oh my goodness, that one's been retired forever. So the one that Nicole is talking about is, it says it's Coffee O'Clock, and then the numbers on the clock are coffee beans, and it has like sprays to the. It's like a clock. It's cute, but that's been retired for ages. This one is a current transfer that you could purchase, and if you purchase, you have your choice between one of two surfaces. This is just one of them. The other one, I'll give you a preview, is a tea towel. So that should give you a hint because it's one transfer and there's two surfaces. So we're seeing if anybody can guess what transfer we're putting on this bad boy. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Welcome to our chocolate party. All right, so we're going to do two projects tonight because the transfer that we're using has two pieces to it. And I very much like the B size transfers, so they're 8.5 by 11. It's either this size. Notice how I'm not showing you what it is. They're this size, but there's two transfers on it, meant to be used differently or separately. So it's a nice value because for $14.99 you get two transfers, and they're really an A size transfer. So this is a super cute little chalkboard. Looks like a coffee mug. This comes off. This is just how the store hung it that I bought these from. Hello, Linda Squared. Hey, Kathy with a K. Welcome. Okay, so it's this really cute little chalkboard. Need to get out of the house. We're trying to guess what transfer Maria's going to put on here. Because Maria is extremely slap happy. I need to go to bed, and I can't go to bed because I need to pick up young Master Joseph from, he's in the custard business. I need to go pick him up from work, so I can't go to bed. But anyway, I'm totally digressing. So we have this, you have your choice. If you purchase this transfer, you have your choice between the super cute coffee mug or a very nice, these are extremely nice quality flour sack towels. So you have something to create it on. All right, and with the flour sack towel, I'll probably throw in a little ink sample too. What the heck? It's Friday night. Maria's slap happy. So the transfer, ooh, we have company. He must be going to bed. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. Oh, we have double company. Good night.
Love you.
Love you. See you in the morning.
Shh.
They're supposed to guess. She almost gave it away. Come on. Don't look so terrified. No. It's okay. They have to guess which transfer I'm using. Say hi.
Scared me. Good night. This
Good
will
night.
be so cute.
It's going to be adorable. Look at this super cute little coffee mug. Has anybody... Nope, they haven't guessed yet.
Oh, is that what it gave it?
Don't you think this would give it away? You'd have to really know the transfers, though. All right, go to bed. I know, your heart's...
You're like, no! Wait, what? I walked in.
You know, nothing like giving you a heart attack.
Okay.
That's your mother's life lesson job.
Can you use these for water?
They're not big enough.
Okay,
Good night. Hello, Miss Carol. Carol. Rise and grind. Yeah, everybody's guessing rise and grind. Nope. We're saying no to rise and grind. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome. I see it all the time on Pinterest. Yeah, the coffee o'clock. It's a cute transfer. It's a really cute transfer. I never bought it. It was still around when I first started, but it retired very quickly after I started. I choose chocolate. I choose joy. All right, I'm going to give up because I don't know if you'll guess it. It's a new transfer. Okay, so the transfer, hey Maddie, that we're going to use is I said this already. Sorry, my kids got me all distracted. It's a B-size transfer. It's a B-size transfer with 2 parts to it. Very similar to the Bake It, and they will come on one side, and I love hugs, I love kisses, but what I really want is help with the dishes on the other side. Oh, Linda squared, you got it. Woot, woot, and Linda guessed it. All right, it's Let's Bake Cookies. Okay, so we're gonna put Let's Bake Cookies on a tea towel, and we're gonna put I Love You a Latte on our fun little coffee mug. Okay, so I'm making Maria. I am an independent Chalk Couture designer, which is the best job in the whole wide world because I get to create, I get to have fun, I get to meet all kinds of lovely and amazing and wonderful people like you that keep me sane when I'm stuck in my house all day. I get to talk to you guys and have adult conversation. I teach workshops, I do a few craft fairs, I sell some finished stuff. I really like to teach the workshops, but being a designer, there's so many different ways you can be a designer and have fun with it. So if you're curious at all about being a designer and all the different things that you can do with it, let me know. I'd be more than happy to give you the information. But this is the transfer we're using. I Love You a Latte and Let's Bake Cookies. So Chalk Couture is an amazing company. We make adhesive silkscreen transfers. So not only do I get to have a lot of fun with these transfers, I get to share them with you guys. They're reusable. And why is that important? I do occasionally have people ask me that question. And it's important because if you have ever used a silhouette or a Cricut and you have painted a stencil or some of those things, they're not reusable, which is annoying, quite honestly. A true stencil, the plastic stencils that aren't sticky, obviously those are reusable, but you have lots of potentials for bleeds and they're a pain in the butt to use. The Cricut stuff is much easier to use because it's sticky, right? You're creating a vinyl pattern and then you're painting over it. But when you're done, you have to throw it away. It's also a pain in the butt when you cut it out of those machines because you have to weed all those little tiny pieces, all this stuff you got to weed out of there. That's what that process is called, where you take your little thing and you pick all this extra pieces out. It's annoying and a pain in the butt. And I love my Cricut. Don't get me wrong, I love my Cricut. My Cricut sits right next to me. I use it not as much as I used to, but I used to use it all the time. But that's why I like this product. What people then say is, well, but you can't personalize. Well, yes, you can, because there's font transfers. You can totally make your own words if you want to do that. But you can also, as you've seen me do many times in many videos, is take different pieces of and you can get totally creative with this product. So that is why I love Chalk Couture. Since I started using it, I've really never gone back to the other things that I used to do. I like to kind of implement them, and that's not the right word, but incorporate them into using this product. But I've never gone back to using them all by themselves. I'm rambling. You can tell. So let's get started. 9 o'clock means to creep. 9 o'clock seems to creep up on me every night since this isolation creep up on you slowly, Virginia, or creep up on you quickly? Like, what do you mean? Isolation's not fun, I gotta say. So this is what an adhesive silkscreen transfer looks like. This is a B size transfer. And our transfers are designated by size, A, B, C, D, and E. And the letter tells you the size of the transfer. A B size transfer is 8.5 by 11. It's the size of a piece of paper. And this one is 2 very distinct transfers. And it has a cut line down the middle of it. You can kind of see it there. And it tells you where to cut it. And I still can't find my transfer trimmers. It's in this room somewhere. But I cannot find the darn thing anywhere. So I couldn't find it last night, and I can't find it tonight. And let me tell you, I miss it. Okay, so there's a couple of products that Chalk Couture makes that I really thought were a bunch of hooey. The ink mat that we're going to use tonight is one of them. The transfer trimmers was another one of them. And there was one more. Oh, the scraper. The board scraper that you use to clean your boards with. Those are the 3 products that they came out with, and I'm like, really? I don't think we need those. Ha! The transfer trimmers is amazing. I gotta tell you, it's absolutely amazing because it just cuts so nicely, and it's a very nice scissors. This board scraper is super nice for cleaning off your boards, and the ink mat is a very nice tool. So I've learned to not doubt the company any longer. So we're gonna put the I Love You a Latte on this super cute little coffee mug, and we're going to put Let's Bake Cookies on a very nice tea towel, which when I pull the white out, it changes your coloring. I apologize for that. I don't know if I'm going to do the spatula. I think I'm just going to do Let's Bake Cookies. I can't decide. And I think we're going to use, I got some new ink colors. It doesn't seem it should be that time already. Ooh, Virginia, that's a good thing that it doesn't, that means your days are going by fast if 9 o'clock is creeping out on you, up on you. So I got some new ink colors that I haven't had, and this is one of them. You know this, for those, again, that are my regular viewers, you know this is one of my very favorite colors. This is Ocean Mist. It's a very pale gray blue. So I think we're going to use, because I haven't used this ink yet, and I want to see how it's going to show up on a tea towel. And then we've got I Love You a Latte on this very cute little coffee mug chalkboard. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my Sharpie somewhere. I have a Sharpie in here, so there it is. I don't know how I've lost everything in here. I'm going to put I Love You a Latte on the back of it. And I do that, I'm going to put Let's Bake Cookies, because I want to know which side is the back of my transfer. Okay, so we write on the back. Then what we do is I'm going to take my transfer, I'm going to flip it over. I put it face down. It is much easier to take your transfers off of your backer sheets when they're face down because the static makes them want to stick to themselves, and you don't want the back to stick to itself. If the back sticks to itself, that can ruin your transfer. So you hold it upside down and you very carefully pull your transfer off. This is your backer sheet. This is what you're going to put your transfer back on when you're all done. So you got to set this aside and keep it. So the next step I'm going to do is called fuzzing, and I have a terry cloth towel, and I merely touch the towel, the transfer to the towel, and I'm picking up the lint from the towel onto the transfer. It's making the transfer not as sticky because I don't want it to have a hard time pulling off. So, voila. And then we just take our transfer and we put it right in the middle of our coffee mug. So I was trying to figure out colors on this guy. And I was originally, you know, in my lack of creativity on this Friday of being tired, I was thinking, oh, I'll just do it in white. Because white's, you know, always going to look good. So I'm just making sure that I'm straight. And I got crooked there on the end. So just make sure you're straight. Sometimes when you're going to put it down and then you pull your fingers out of the stickiness, it moves your transfer. So just push out my air, make sure all my sticky parts are stuck down. And I think actually we'll do a couple, let's do our coffee mug in gray, and storm. Let's do our coffee mug in storm, and we'll do white for everything else. We'll be a little bit boring, but not too boring. Okay, so what you do is you open up your chalk paste. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to stir up your chalk paste because you want it to be a yogurt sour cream-like consistency. If it's not, you're going to take a little bit of water and you're just going to spray it in. You're supposed to use distilled water. I don't, but you're supposed to. And I have well water. So you are supposed to use distilled. I've never used distilled, but my chalks get used often. So I don't really have a ton of problems with my chalks. I should use a bright color, right, Kristen? That's what I was thinking. Like a coffee mug, a bright, cheery coffee mug. But for general home decor, I have found bright colors don't always work so well. We could use wisteria, you know, my very, very favorite pretty pale purple color. If we did a bright color, we could do raspberry sorbet. We could do couture coral. We could do couture teal. We haven't done a couture teal in a while. And that's a super popular color. Where's couture teal? I love couture teal. There it is. Let's do that. Should we make our coffee mug couture teal? And then we'll make our steam, since I have storm all stirred up. And then we'll make our words white. Ooh, you can tell I haven't used this guy in a while. He is dry. So don't be alarmed when you open up your chalks and they're super dry like this. You should do love in red. Okay, now listen, people. This was supposed to be a quick project. So when they're dry like this, don't be alarmed. Just add the water, stir them up. They'll be fine. If they're super hard, you spritz them with water, put them in the microwave for 5 to 8 seconds, stir them up. You might need to put a little more water in, and ooh, latte in almond. Okay, now listen. You guys are going to have me have every single color out. You are so funny. All right, so I'm just stirring up my couture teal, which is a beautiful and very popular color. This is supposed to be a fast project. So, latte should be an almond, huh? All right. Oop, that's iced coffee, which is retired. Here's almond. We could just do I love you a latte. We can get rid of the white. Just do I love you a latte in almond. How about iced coffee for the words? Isn't there a coffee color? Okay, you guys. Yes, there is iced coffee, but it's retired. And I don't like to show you guys colors that you can't get anymore. So we're gonna do almond for a latte. Well, now I got too many colors out. So we can put storm away because there's no storm needed. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, we're putting storm away. I'm washing off my little stir stick guy. Giving him a little drink of water. I do put a little layer of water on top of them when I close them up. Just helps them stay dry or wet, moist. So if we do a latte in almond, our coffee cup in couture teal, then I think we're really adding a lot of colors. So we can't have, you know, like the whole rainbow in here. So we have to we could do love in red, but that red and teal don't really go together. But we could do the coffee cup in red. We could do the love in pink. More of a pink color. When you put the pink and the teal together, it's very 50s to me. So no pink. I think we're going to do I love you in white, a latte in almond, mug in couture teal, I love you in white, and steam, and a latte in almond. Cheryl, that's exactly what the words that were coming out of my mouth. Good job. All right, we're going with that. Okay, so before you ever put chalk on your project, you have done exactly what we just did together. You think through the colors that you're going to use and where you're going to use them before you ever put chalk on your project. Because if you have that all thought out, when you put chalk on your project, it really eliminates the stress of, oh my gosh, my chalk is drying. Okay, because chalk paste dries super, super, super fast. So you don't have a lot of time. And when you're going to change colors and do multiple colors and go back and forth, you got to put your chalk down and go. So if I did my steam in white and my love you I white, and then I looked at it and I thought, oh, well, what color should I make my coffee mug? By the time I have that figured out, my white is dry. Now, why do you care? You care because if your chalk paste dries on top of your transfer, when you go to pull your transfer off, it takes the chalk with it. And then your beautiful creation, you have to redo. So think it through. I'm doing white, couture teal, white, and almond. Bing, bang, boom. I'm going to do them real quick, and then I don't have to take them off. There is a step called chalk or paste and peel, which could help me if I start to see my chalk drying. It helps me out. But I think we can get this bad boy down pretty quickly. So I'm going to start with my white, and I'm going to do my steam. And I'm going to go away from where I'm going to put the other color. Okay? And then we're going to do I love you. And you go away from it because you have less likelihood of putting or squeegeeing your chalk color into another part if you go away from it. And I just quickly wipe off my squeegee. Now I've got my couture teal all loaded up on my squeegee. And again, go away from it. Less likelihood you'll pull the color. Squeegee it. This is a very quick little guy. Doesn't take much time to do this transfer, even with the 3 colors. And now I've got my almond for a latte. And voila. Done. And now I pull my transfer off. I started in the corner, but I pull it from the middle. And I do that because I don't want to pull my transfer diagonally. If I pull my transfer diagonally, I risk stretching it because it's fabric. So I'm carefully rocking it back and forth. Okay, very good color choices. Take my transfer, I stick it in my water bath. I dry it off. So you'll be able to see it much better once it's dry. Okay, this is cute. Oh my gosh, I love these little coffee mugs. Oh my gosh, this chalkboard is so cute. Okay, that's it. And look at how stinking cute that is. So you can see the color. It's hard for you to see the color differences. But the latte is, or the almond is definitely darker. Okay, this is cute. I love you a latte. You could put a magnet on this. Okay, it's a big magnet, but you could put a magnet on this and put it on your fridge. It's super cute. All right, so that is the first half of our transfer. We're going to use the other half. So I'm just going to close up my chalk paste, clean them up, wipe them off. So this transfer is called Let's Bake Cookies. The only one of you that I know of has it already is Linda Squared. So if you would like this transfer, it's super fun, super easy to get. You can either go directly to the website and order it, which is www.chalkcouture.com/MakeItMaria. And Transferpalooza is going on. What Transferpalooza is if you buy 3 transfers, you get 1 for free. They've never done a sale like this. I've done sales like that myself, but the company's never done it. So now the company's doing it. So that is a really, really good deal. So if you've ever thought about buying transfers, this is the time to do it. It ends the 31st. So you only have a few more days left. And you would just go directly to the website. You would order your 3 transfers. You have to sign in. If you're a Club Couture member, there's an additional sale going on for club members, which is storage solutions. And it's the tote, the carrying tote, the paste carrier, and the basics bag where you can, the little, it looks like a pencil case kind of bag. All of those are also on sale right now. If you're a Club Couture member. If you're not a Club Couture member, you can't take advantage of that sale. Club members get special sales throughout the year. All right, so here is our I Love You a Latte. Super cute. That is adorable. If you had like a really big coffee drinker, it would be a super cute gift. All right, so let's bake some cookies. Because quite honestly, this is like all I have done since isolation. And I don't even like to bake. My husband said to me, could you please stop? I'm like, I know, right? It's bad. I have all these tea towels. I have a slight tea towel addiction. And I brought all kinds of fun ones out, but I think we're just going to do plain old white. I got to get my chalk paste off, and I want to get chalk paste on our really pretty white towel. Okay, so these are really, really nice quality white sack towels, flour sack towels. They have the nice little hanger guy on them. You want to lay them out, and then you take your ink mat. Ink mats are a very nice tool to have. You don't have to have it. It's just very nice to have it. What it does is it provides a barrier for my ink so that my ink doesn't go through, especially important on a t-shirt or a pillow where you don't want it to bleed through to the other side, the back side. It also holds your fabric in place, so it does something like this where I don't have to iron my fabric. Okay, that beeping sound you hear is my fancy iron that we're going to use to heat set. So the difference between chalk and ink is chalk you can wash off. So we could take this. Now right now it's dry. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not kid chalk, right? It's not going to go anywhere. But if I really wanted to, I could spray this with water and wash it off. It's semi-permanent. Ink is permanent when heat set. If you don't heat set it, it's not permanent, depending on what you put it on. Okay, so I smooth out my bumps. I decide where in the towel I want to put the sentiment, and I don't think we're not going to do the spatula. We're just going to do the Let's Bake Cookies. Cheryl made brownies tonight from scratch for the first time ever because we didn't have the mix. Super easy and super delicious. I made brownies too. I didn't make them from scratch though. I made those really naughty Ghirardelli ones. I think that's the name of them. Just don't make them because the whole pan is gone. And I don't even like to eat that stuff. My husband, on the other hand, he loves to eat this stuff, but I don't really even like to eat that stuff. We've had brownies, we've had cookies, we've had homemade donuts. Don't even get me started on the homemade donuts. Next is butterhorns. I'll make those next week. But oh my goodness, I just need to stop. Oh, banana bread with the chocolate chips. Oh, that was terrible. Oh my gosh, so delicious. Okay, oh, this is a pretty color. I'm not going to do this over my towel. So this is a brand new ink. So what I'm doing is I'm opening it. I'm just taking the lid off of it. I don't want to do it over my towel because, you know, y'all know me. I'm messy. So I don't want to get ink all over everything. Okay. Just throw the lid away. You don't need the lid. You have to be very careful with ink because it's ink. So every time you touch ink, you get it on your fingers. And you don't want to touch your towel. So it will be very hard to get it off, even if you don't heat set it. So just make sure every time you touch your fingers, you're checking them. Okay? Check them and dry them. Check them and dry them. Check them and dry them over and over again. Okay. So Cheryl, where did you find your brownie recipe that you used to make your brownies? Okay, so inking is just as easy as chalking. It's the same exact process, except it's ink. And there's an additional step at the end you have to heat set. So I take my squeegee. Oh, and you do not stir ink. It's not chalk. You don't add water to it. Even if it's thick, you just use it the way it is. Okay? So I dip this in, and I just go straight across. This is a gorgeous color. It's going to be hard for you to see because this color is very pale. Oh, you got your recipe from Pinterest. I love to cook, and I do have to say, we've had some really good meals this week because I've had more time to concentrate on what we're eating. But I've cooked a lot. I feel like I've cooked a lot. Maybe because the kids are home for lunch. So I'm making lunch too. So you squeegee on just like you do with chalk. Take all your excess. You don't need to leave it on. Just pull it right off. Okay, just make sure your whole silk screen is covered up. So we're skipping the spatula. Take your squeegee, wipe it off. I do this right away because I don't want a did I say spatula? My squeegee. You don't want your squeegee laying around with ink on it, because as you move your towel around, you may find that you move it into like your lid or your squeegee. So just make sure that everything that with ink is closed up as soon as you can close it up. So now we simply pull this off. Okay. Oh yeah. Love this color. Oh my gosh. So this is a really pale gray blue. It is truly, it's probably my all-time favorite color in so many ways. I have a lot of all-time favorite colors, but this is a constant repeater in my life, in my home decor, everything. Okay, so now I take my towel and I pull it off of the ink mat, because again, my ink mat is sticky. I put my ink mat aside. My ink is wet. And I do need to be careful that my towel doesn't touch itself while my ink is wet, because I'll get the ink on the part that I don't want to get. Oh, this is such a pretty color. I wish you could see it better. So now I'm just going to dry it so that I can heat set it. So I'm just drying it, and then we're just going to take my little iron guy to it. You do have to make sure that it's dry before you heat set it. So this little sentiment would be super cute on a cookie tin, a cookie box at Christmas time. It would also be adorable. So I don't know about you, but at Christmas time I make a gazillion million kinds of cookies, and I have a cookbook that I put together for my kids. There was a point in time all my kids got a cookbook. Or I made a cookbook for all my kids of all the recipes I make for dinner and all the recipes, like my Christmas cookies. So this would be super cute on the outside of that cookbook. So I need to check and make sure that this is dry. So this is how I check to make sure ink is dry. I take my hands, I check them, I make sure there's no ink on them. I touch it, I go straight down, I come straight up. If I have ink on my finger, I know my ink is not dry, because I need my ink to be dry before I heat set it. So my two little edges were not dry. It doesn't take much to dry it. You could also just set this aside overnight, tomorrow come back and iron it. So now it's time to heat set it. And where is my heat setting mat? It's like my craft room blew up, and I don't even know why. It's not even like we've been doing much of anything in here. The foiling, that was I think that's because I was digging through stuff trying to pull out all my foiling stuff. Okay, so this is my mat, my fancy ironing board, because I'm not going to use an iron. I'm going to use something called the Cricut Easy Press. If you do not own a Cricut Easy Press, you're going to use an iron. So it just needs a little mat thing. So you take this, make sure you're, positioned over it. You're gonna take a piece of parchment paper. You're gonna lay this parchment paper right over it. And now what you're gonna do at home is you're going to iron. Okay? You are going to iron it for 4 minutes over the parchment paper. Okay? You're going to iron. And let me tell you, 4 minutes is a long time. You think it's not, but it is. Put a video on. Have your phone next to you. Find me on YouTube. Find a video and watch it. And you just iron for 4 minutes. I, however, am lazy. We've all determined that through previous videos. I take my little Cricut Easy Press. I put it on. I hit this button. I wait for 30 seconds. And in 30 seconds, I will be heat set. Then, I can take my towel and I can put it right in the washing machine. And my ink isn't going to go anywhere. Oh, I forgot. I have a sweatshirt on that I made. And I have washed this thing a gazillion times. I love this sweatshirt. So you can make sweatshirts, t-shirts, tea towels, pillows. We have a pillow coming up that we're going to make with the fern next week. See, and I'm done, just like that. Now what you do, oh, I love it when the steam comes up. You flip it over, and you're going to do the same thing with your iron. You're going to do it for 4 minutes. So find an 8-minute video, 10-minute video. You put it on. The easy press counts it down for you, and it's as easy as that. And then when I'm all done, I can throw it in the washing machine. Super easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's it. So it's a really super cute little transfer. So if you order the transfer, message me. Would you like a super cute coffee mug chalkboard? Or would you like a tea towel with a sample of ink so that you can try inking? That's all you gotta do. Look at that. Hey, Darlene. Welcome to our chalking party. And really, you can order any A-size transfer. It doesn't matter to me what transfer you order. But you want to take advantage of the Transfer Palooza if you get an opportunity to, because it's buy 3 transfers, get 1 free, and that's a great deal. You could buy 3 A-size transfers and get a 4th A-size transfer free. It's a really, really nice way to start your collection or keep your collection going of transfers. So that you know when something is heat set because when you touch it, it feels like part of the fabric. When it's just dry, it's tacky in feeling. But right now, I can't tell the difference. It just feels like the fabric. That's how you know your heat set. But this super pale blue is beautiful. And again, we're coming up to wedding season here. This would make a super cute little, look at how pretty that blue is. Let's make a super cute shower present. This would also be a super cute little thing to do with grandchildren. And I know some of you, I've seen your posts, you're missing your grandchildren because you can't see them right now. So you could bake cookies with them virtually. Send them a cute little towel. And then get on FaceTime, Messenger, the phone thing, and bake some cookies with them. Them in their house, you're at their house. I'm sure your daughters and daughter-in-laws would love that. But yeah, you know, let's just bake some cookies. You could send it to them and say, hey, let's bake cookies when this is all over. There's just some kind of fun things you could do with this really cute little transfer. So it's let's bake cookies, and I love you a latte. This is a very fun transfer. I have to keep my arm here, otherwise it goes dark. Isn't that wild? Just wild. Okay, so that's all I got for you tonight. So today's Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. I do make a live demonstration video every evening at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, with the exception of Saturdays. I don't go live on Saturday, so you will not see me tomorrow. However, I will be back at you on Sunday. If you can please send me out into the world, it helps me tremendously. So thank you to everybody who takes the time to hit that button. I really, really do appreciate it when you do that, so thank you. If you want to check out these products, or if you want to take advantage of Transfer Palooza, or if you're a Club Couture member and you want to take advantage of the storage sale that's going on, you would go to www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. If you're a Club Couture member, you just have to make sure you sign in, and then you'll see your sale prices. Also, Club Couture members have less expensive shipping than regular customers, so you want to make sure you're signed in when you go to make your purchase, because you get the your flat rate shipping is $4.95. Where regular non-club members pay $6.95. So you just want to keep that in mind when you're going to order. Club members, make sure you're signed in, and you also have the sale on storage solutions. So you have storage solutions and Transfer Palooza. Non-Club Couture members, there's Transfer Palooza, which is buy 3 transfers, get 1 free. If you take advantage of these things, then let me know. It's while supplies last. I have a few of these. I don't have very many of these, but I do have a few of them, and they're so stinking cute. And there's a lot of transfers that would look really cute on here, not just this one. Rise and Grind, we already established Rise and Grind would look really cute on here too. So that's all I got for you. Have a super fantastic weekend. I hope you at least get outside and see the sun. It's supposed to rain here in Wisconsin for the weekend, so we will be indoor finishing my craft room. Oh, so close. We're so close. I'm hoping by next week we're in the new craft room. By the end of the weekend. He's hoping. He's working hard. So we'll be working on my craft room here. If you have any questions or you need anything, please don't hesitate to message me. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Sunday night with yet another fun thing. Nicole, you need that sign. Okay, then. Hey, Lenora, welcome. Nicole's mom's here. Thank you, Darlene. Oh, did I say hi to Janine? Hi, Janine, if I didn't say hi to you. Okay, I think I got y'all. All right, thanks, guys. Have a super fantastic weekend. See ya.